Good morning. It is Monday, April 6th, and we are starting our poetry unit. This poem is the first in a series that we're going to look at and analyze, and it's going to give you sort of a springboard to when you create your own poems. So this poem is called This Is Just to Say by William Carlos Williams, and it was written in 1934. It has super simple diction, which means the words are very easy to understand, and it's written sort of that you and I could write something similar to it, right? So I'm gonna read it for you, and then I have a few notes and things for you to take away when you start to write your own poem. So this is just to say, I have eaten the plums that were in the icebox, and which you were probably saving for breakfast. Forgive me, they were delicious, so sweet and so cold. So when I think of this poem, I think of like a Post-it note that someone would leave on the refrigerator for their significant other to see in the morning. So right away, we know that this is this was like something like a note left behind on the refrigerator. We know that the speaker, right, is in a relationship with someone, and it's obviously someone that they know really well, right? It's someone that he knows when, you know, she's gonna have certain foods at certain meals. And we also know that at the end, right, there's an apology. There's an appeal for an apology anyways. They say, forgive me, they were delicious, so sweet and so cold. So there's the attempt for an apology, but then the attempt for the apology goes south, right? He begins to sort of poke fun at her. So we know that this couple is very close with one another, but also at that same level that they can sort of make fun and you know, poke jokes at one another. So the images in this poem are clear and precise. So this poem, right, it seems like something that you or I could write. But what makes it a poem or an example of art is the arrangement of the lines, the tone, the imagery with few words. So this is an example of someone who's mastered the English language and the craft of poetry. This is what some would say is a textbook example of what a poem should be. This poem takes a moment in time to address these emotions and ideas that arise out of reflection. So this is taken out of that moment in time. This poet was inspired by the moment that he stole the plums, right? So one thing, there's a couple themes in this poem, right? Is that idea of sort of playing fun and apologizing for something that you're not really sorry for, right? But some people would also say that, you know, you're feeling guilty about not being able to resist temptation. So think about which theme sort of resonates with you. And now I would like you to write your own poem where you are apologizing for something that you're not actually sorry for. It could be something that you enjoy doing. It could be something that you didn't even plan to do before, but you're not really sorry for it. And so I want you to write a short poem describing that situation.